time you were here, you told everybody about your ongoing custody battle over 4-year-old Gus. Bring us up to speed, Dawn.
Monday will be a year and 2 weeks since I see my boy. His mother has ignored any email, any call, anything to try to see him. So I'm in the appeal process and waiting for that. And in the meantime, I started this organization, Stand Up for Gus, because I learned about this kind of parental alienation, turning a child against another parent, and it's horrendous and a terrible scourge in this country, and it's got to end.
You know, Jason, you said it's been quite some time since you left seeing your son. What was the last thing that you said to him? And are you worried that he's going to forget who you are?
Sure, especially when you have a parent who is, trying to brainwash and put these things in the child's mind.
Right.
And the last time I dropped him off was at his mother's house. I remember him holding my neck, and he said, he was 3 at the time, "I'm missing you, Dada." And I said, "I'm going to see you tomorrow."
Jason, why is she doing this?
Barbara, I wish
Just anger with you?
An anger at the relationship going down, but I got to tell you, when you're with someone for 10 years like that, and I know other people have experienced it, the idea that someone could become this vicious, forget me, but to the child, because it's child abuse to a child to do that.
She's also taken legal action. She has filed a motion forbidding you to speak about your son in public or private without her permission. The only reason we're doing it now is that the motion doesn't take place until April, so we have a little leeway. And we've already heard from her, a lawyer suggesting that we do not do this. How do you feel about that?
Well, it wasn't enough to take my son. It wasn't enough to erase me from his life. Now she wants to take my First Amendment rights away, meaning if I ever speak about the child that she took those pictures of that you see right there, or show them, she wants me to go to jail.
Jason, there's got to be some women watching thinking, God, he must have done something for her to react this, viciously. Was there something?
We literally just ended a relationship.
And that is it?
10 days later, speak to my lawyer. Her family's all lawyers, and they've spent now millions of dollars to do this. I wish. Every single show I've gone on, and I waited 5 months without my son to do anything, because I wanted to blaze a trail to let him know that I'm here, I'm fighting for him, and that I love him.
Jason, I have to read a statement that Danielle sent us, which reads in part, Patrick...
Who is your ex?
My ex.
This is the ex, exactly, Gus's mother. Patrick is not and has never been either the legal or de facto parent of my son. Patrick told me that he was not ready to be a father, but would donate his sperm to me, provided that I agreed to keep his donation a secret, that he not be listed on the child's birth certificate, and that the child not have his surname. I agreed to all these conditions. The purpose of the pending motion is not to prevent Patrick from mentioning the name of my son privately, but rather to prevent him from exploiting my son and depriving him of the privacy to which all children are entitled. How would you respond to that?
It's all absurd.
I mean, is your public campaign, could it be affecting us?
My public campaign is to make sure not only my son is loved by me, but all these other parents who have absolutely no voice whatsoever. I'll be their bullhorn, because they're not able to tell their children what they feel. Those children, all of a sudden, I dropped into a trap door in my child's life, gone out of nowhere. And these assertions of donation and all that's completely bogus.
I just want to say that in my situation, my mother took me away and put me in a home, and my father never stopped trying to get me out, and my mother blocked him at every single turn. And I have to tell you, we were speaking about it earlier, that I believed everything my mother told me, and it wasn't until I was older and I found out this truth, it was pure resentment towards her. And one thing that I really appreciate, and I honor you for this, whether whoever's right or wrong, doesn't matter, that you keep trying to connect with your son.
Yes.
You've appealed the custody ruling.
I'm in the middle of the appeal to a parentage for my son, and hopefully by May or June or something I'll have an answer.
Will you keep us informed, please? Because this is...
Thank you for having me back.
Well, we're thrilled that you're coming back.